Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Monkey Island Madness. I had forgotten to start the recording at the beginning, but I just came back and I'm working again on this brown ink with a dip pen. And the pattern I'm working on right now is called Jichi. Yeah, so sorry if you've missed part of it, but I'm just going to keep on drawing. And try not to get mad at the pen as I go. So anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube and you've stumbled across this and don't know, this is a live show taped over at Ustream TV. Channel name is Monkey Island Madness, and I am talking to a live audience, and they'll probably be giving me suggestions about what pattern to draw, or some of them just yell at me because they can. Eileen. All right, I forgot a circle here. All right, so that's where we're at with this particular design. I've done other parts of this on YouTube, Lynn. I just hadn't started drawing that. But if you want me to go back and do it again, I will. It's not a hard pattern at all. Really, really simple. So if you want me to, I'll go back and redraw it. But it's called Jichi, and it's real, real simple. Oh, one thing I forgot is that dark in the center of that. That makes a big difference in how the overall design appears. And I think CB, at least, is probably drawing as I draw. I don't know who else is. Eileen is probably out on Amazon looking for stuff to have me order for my birthday. I really should have made myself wait and get the polychromos for my birthday is what I should have done, but I didn't. So now I feel like I deserve another present. Yeah, see, it's starting to look better when I colored those in. Sometimes it's the smallest things that make a big difference. And then the shading, of course, which I mention all the time. All right, and CB had asked if I would draw, what was it? Echo S, CB? Echo S. And I'll have to look that up because I don't have it in my book. But I always love learning a new one, so I'm good with that. Come on, pen, don't fail me now. Well, thank you, Lynn. She's going to forgive me for not starting the recording earlier, which I appreciate a lot. And then I don't think I've talked to you guys since we went to have the car serviced. because it's one of those Volkswagen buyback deals. And it just so happened that Robert's daughter had her grandson in Tulsa that day. So we were able to go meet the little guy. Oh my gosh, was that fun. That was so much fun to go meet. His name is Kyler, and that's an unusual name. And believe it or not, I have a great nephew named Kyler as well. So there are two crazy people in the world that name their kid Kyler. At least two. And maybe it's a real popular name now. I don't know. So it's Echo S Zentangle. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it was fun. It was it's really so different being around a little baby. You know, I thought he was 10 months. I really did. Jackie said he's closer to a year. And he's not talking a lot. He's so serious. But he was so good. We sat in a restaurant. Hi, Linda. And that little guy never whimpered. He never made a peep. Nothing. He was so good while we sat there for, I don't know, probably at least 2 hours would be my guess. All right, here's the Echo S, and hopefully you guys can see it. Okay. Start with a curly Q. Draw the humps around it. That's kind of cool. Yeah, and then again, it's kind of like this one. You can just keep adding stuff to it. To make it more and more interesting. So yeah, let's do, well, first of all, I think what I'll do, since I don't have this in my book, I'm going to go ahead and make a card for it and practice it once before I put it in the actual drawing itself. So I'm going to set that aside. And make a card of Echo S to practice it once. And again, my favorite lettering guide is gone. I'm really upset about that, you guys. Really upset about it. When I get off here, I will be scouring this house until I find it. I don't know where it could have gone because, honestly, yesterday morning when Jackie left, this place was pretty much spotless. So I don't know where it could have gone. And I used it last night. So, all right. So you start with a curly Q, and I don't imagine it matters how many curly Qs or how many times you go around, right? So start with a curly Q. And sometimes it's hard to do it in these little boxes, you guys. So that's why I flip it over and do it on the back side. All right, and then the next step is to draw the little humps around it. And I guess you do that over until you meet up with that. It definitely helps to practice them a time or two. Oh, I like this one, CB. I like all of them. Who am I kidding? I'm not sure this side is going to be as easy, though. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on the back bigger. Have you done flea? I don't know. I'll have to look. I haven't looked between the cushions, but I just can't imagine what I would have done with it. Alright, here we go. And I'm drawing the curlicues further apart, so oops. Am I doing that? Oh, yeah, I am doing that. No, I'm not. I did my curlicues backwards, you guys. Oh, well. Does it matter? Probably shouldn't matter. It will matter. It will matter. You got to start from this side. Alright, well, we'll do that. We don't care. And look, I did the humps where the curlicues are almost disappearing. That's cool, though. Yep, this one I've got to start from this side. Now it's all backwards. Oh, well. Right? Two goof-ups here. Here's what we'll do with the goof-ups. We'll hide them. What did I do with my white pen? Just had hit here a minute ago, too. And say, if I keep losing things all day, I'm putting myself back to bed. Just go back to bed, girl. But I wouldn't mind doing that either, because I'm reading a pretty good book right now. Come on, write. Alright, my white pen has decided it hates me too. Alright, there. I just had to lick it. Alright, it's very different than the original design, but I don't mind it. Okay, we're going to try it again, just because we can. Alright, do your curlicue the right way, dumbass. And there's something that I need to pay more attention. Because it's just not feeling right. Pretend you're left-handed. Yeah. Alright, well, it's not horrible. I think it could be okay. Let me see. I don't want to do too many of the same type. Alright, I guess that does hump up, because see, I was getting upset that my humps were so much higher than that, but I guess they do hump up like that. Alright, do we want to give it a try on the real drawing? What the heck, let's do it. I think I'll do it over in here. I let my ink dry on my nib. I may have to go wash this at the sink. We shall see. it and see. Alright, it acts like it wants to draw, so let's give it a go. Alright, I think right in here, and then I'll just fill in the background behind it. CB, if I'm doing something wrong, yell at me, okay? Please. Come on, ink pen, don't do this now. It's just Strathmore Tone Tan paper, Lynn. It's nothing special. It's the same stuff Dee Dee uses to do her portraits on. It's pretty inexpensive paper. Comes in a pad. You can buy it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't know what the poundage is. I don't even know if it comes in different poundages, frankly. If I need to, if you really want to know, I'll pull out the pad and all the humps go down to the other circle. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Rather than stopping midway on the line, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that. Well, some of them do and some of them don't, CB. See, that's the thing. On this one, she's got them where they don't. But that would make a difference, I would think. Yeah, and I didn't do it on here either. All right, I'm going to draw it again real quick. But actually, I like that design right there, so we're going to work with that. But I'm going to draw it again real quick. And I don't mind if there's brown on this card. Doesn't bother me a bit. Okay, so you're saying the hump goes all the way down to there. Okay, I see, I see. Okay, so the thing is, and I agree, CB, that that would be where your shading would go and it would look very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and shade this one real quick with the brown pencil and see, just because I'm curious as much as anything. Because I'm going to shade it all along here on both sides. See your first drawing of Iffy. My first drawing of Iffy. You want me to go look something up? A lot of my drawings I I haven't filed away yet, CB. That's why when you say go look at your first drawing of Iffy. Well, that's a great idea, but it could be sitting here in a pile somewhere. In all honesty, it's probably not where I would go look. I don't mind it shaded like that. We're going to add more to it, so at some point you probably won't even recognize the design. Because she shows it with variations where you add stuff like that. I like the, oops, excuse me, these little humpies off the end there. But I honestly, oops, think my favorite is this one here, where she's just added more humps. But I'm always a little afraid to do it on my final design. You know what I mean? Okay. You meant the first drawing of this tangle. Okay, I thought you were telling me to go refer to something else that I had to look up, and I'm like, oh boy, are you dreaming, girl. Because I think there actually is a tangle called Iffy, I-F-Y. Because let's see, on this one, she starts, and I don't have any ink on this. I'm just checking myself. Okay, she's starting up there and going back the other way. Well, hell, we can do that. All right, she's starting where those two meet, right? Yep. And actually going all the way around to the end of there. Okay, I get it now. Am I on screen? Sorry if I wasn't on screen there for a minute. Looks like a growth. Oops. Right? That's kind of cool. And look at what I did. Put my finger in the wet ink. You'd think I would know better, right? Oh, Eileen doesn't like when I say humps. Well, don't tell me that, because that will just encourage me to say it more. All right, I think in the back, well, I'll do some other designs, but I think in the back of this, I'm really going to do something that just settles into the background. It'll be a Zentangle design, but it'll just settle into the background, whether it's small circles, I do that a lot, or let me show you. Well, actually, that one design would be kind of fun, too. Hang on, I may have just come up with another idea. Do something like that in the background. Oh, I like that one, too. It's so hard being me. All right, I guess I can't say humps anymore. But that one is going to be hard to fit in there. But I'm just saying in the background, let me think. Let me think. All right, you guys are going to have to sit here while I get some coffee. I really need some hot coffee. I can't think without coffee. Be thinking about what you want me to do next. Because at some point I have to do something to bring all these elements together, right? I might do another one of those that I did right there, just because it's cool. I hope Ratatouille goes and gets me some cream. I don't think I've streamed, I'm almost sure I haven't, since I went to World Market the other day when we were in Tulsa. I went to World Market. I did not buy Vegemite. They had it, but man, I thought it was really pricey. It's cheaper in Denver, I know that. But I did get Tim Tams, and I got this lemon curd stuff. I got to show it to you guys. And this is what made me think of it. I saw it when I opened the refrigerator. And I like anything lemon flavored. And I think it's Scottish. I don't know. There was so much to pick from there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's made in Scotland. But I like anything lemon curd. I love lemon flavored anything. This is so good on toast. I don't know if you're supposed to refrigerate it after you open it, so I did. But if I had a choice between eating this on toast and eating Vegemite on toast, yeah, it would be good on scones or scones, whatever, however you pronounce it. But I just put it on toast the other morning. Oh my God, was that heaven? Oh, that was so good. And I can have it again. And what else did I buy? I got Tim Tams. I got Robert some black cherry jelly. Oh, they had so much stuff to pick from. I love World Market. Your grandma likes it and she makes her own. Oh, does she have a recipe? Because I would say that is something, unless it was just so labor intensive that it drove me crazy. Of course, now that I know you can buy it at World Market, I'm good. Yeah, that lemon curd, oh my God. Draw Zensplosion folds. Zensplosion, that's hard to say. Zensplosion folds. I'll look it up. Oh, I like this one too. Deco Loop Echo. See, this is where I get in trouble. We're going to draw this one. Well, I'm going to do a step out of this one because I want to remember it. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you wonder if there's a plan, there's no plan. There's never a plan. I don't do plans. It's easy to make. Dorothy, you need to turn me on to, of course I haven't even Googled it to see if it's on the internet, but, um, yeah, I love that. And I know Robert's going to love that black cherry jelly I got him too. I think he was a little bored in World Market. He started talking to the clerk. Just like, why are we doing this? But I found him a cool hourglass, magnetic hourglass thing to play with. Double saucepan. Okay, I have a double saucepan. I'm coming back down so you guys can see better. What, you just throw the lemon in the double boiler, Dorothy, and stir? What the hell? You haven't given me any. It is very labor intensive. Never mind. I'll go to World Market and buy it even if I have to drive to Tulsa. Okay. So for this one, it looks like you draw one of those little loopy things, another little loopy thing, and then from that one, draw another little loopy thing. That's easy enough. Anybody can do that, and you just keep doing that. That's easy enough. Okay. Oops. Now you just R around them, I guess. And go back to your original starting point. That's easy enough. I like that one though. That one would actually be good for fill-in. I probably can Google it. Really, some of my favorite recipes now, and I did my mother's recipes for years and years and years. My food never ever tasted like my mother's, ever. Honestly, and my sister and I both say this, and my dad said the same thing. My dad called me one day, and he said, "Do you have Mom's goulash recipe?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And it was in her handwriting. Of course, my mother would commonly leave stuff off of a recipe, so you had to be careful with her. But I read it off exactly to my dad, like it was written in my mother's handwriting. He called me back later and he says, "This tastes like crap." He said, "This is not good. What did I do wrong?" And I said, "I don't know, Dad. I have never, ever been able to make goulash like Mother made goulash. I don't know if she left something off the recipe card. I don't know. But I never was able to make goulash like my mother." My sister said the exact same thing. I gave her the recipe. "This tastes like crap. What'd you leave off the recipe?" It was like, I didn't leave anything off intentionally. I don't know if Mother did. But then I would go and compare my mother's recipe to recipes on the internet, and it was much the same. So I don't know what my mother did to make hers taste so darn good. But I can't cook like my mother cooked. I can promise you that. Even using the same ingredients. And I may have told you guys this story too about talking about my mother and her recipes. And one time I was young. I had just gotten my first real job, graduated college, and I had a real job. And I was going to make Christmas cutout cookies to take to work, right? And My mother was such a pain in the neck, kind of like Eileen, actually. Um, and so I made like a double batch, right? I had to take all these cookies to work. And I made the first batch and ate them, and they were awful. And I called Mom and I said, God, these cookies are awful. And she said, well, tell me what you did. And so I read her, it was her recipe again. I read off the recipe and she said, well, how much sugar did you add? And I said, you didn't tell me to add sugar. And this is my mother. This is so typical of my mother. Well, I thought any damn fool would know that. So I made a batch of sugar cookies with no sugar. And my mother's response was, well, I thought any damn fool would know that. I didn't know how much sugar to add and you didn't tell me. Yep. So that's why you had to be careful with my mom's recipes. Because any damn fool would know that. And I love my mother's goulash. If she would come back to life and cook for me for a few days, there's a few things I would want my mom to cook for me. Goulash would be one of them. The other one, and we ate meals like that a lot because we had a lot of kids, you guys, and I'm sure it had a lot to do with how much it costs to feed us all. Um, but I would love my mother's goulash. And vegetable soup. If she would just come back to life. Oh, and then the other thing, yeah, she could make me some fried chicken while she's at it. I love my mother's fried chicken, her vegetable soup, and her goulash. And I can't cook like my mother, but what got me started in this whole conversation was some of my absolute favorite recipes now. Really, I just get them off the internet. I'll eat something in a restaurant or I'll see something in a restaurant and I'll Google it and I'll try it. So, yeah. Yeah, make it using baking soda instead of baking powder. Yeah. Yeah, my mother was a funny, funny woman. Oh no, my mom didn't measure anything. No, it was just, yeah, she just threw it all in there and somehow it all came out. So, yeah. All right, so what was the one you wanted me to look up was Zenspiration Explosion? Is that the one? I'm looking it up. Zenspiration Explosion. Is that what you said, Monique? Hi, Kimmy Poo. Well, these are just all a bunch of, they're not individual designs, Monique. When I goggled that bad boy up. So I'm missing something. I like this one. I think that is very simple and beautiful. I love this one. And I like how they wove that. That is an awesome thing right there. And this one, how they're coming out of the corner, out of the hole. Oh, Zensplosion folds. Okay. I want to remember that one though, because that is some kind of pretty. Zensplosion folds. Okay, I'm going back up here. Zensplosion folds. Okay, maybe we're onto something now. Oops. It's on Tangle Patterns? Okay. Well, actually, I've just been Googling a lot of this, and I find it. So, and I think this, frankly, is a lot faster than the tanglepatterns.com on my Kindle. The tanglepatterns.com on my Kindle is so slow, it makes me crazy. Crazy. Okay, I see what it is. Let's give it a go. I don't know how I would ever use this pattern though, and that's kind of how I determine whether or not it's a pattern I keep. Is would I draw this again in a finished drawing? This one I'm not sure, Monique, if I would or not. Now this would be okay as just a design all by itself, but in another drawing, I'm not sure I would use it that way. Alright, so again, this one, it looks like it wants you to do a curly QS, kind of. And I think on this one it may be important how many curly Qs you do, because you're going to turn it into it almost looks like a folded piece of paper is what it ends up looking like. Oh, and I need to do my S closer together. I see. Okay. Connect there, connect there. And she draws a line kind of to keep your S in order. I didn't do that, and I'm not gonna, so just making sure that I'm not goofing up here. There, now it's starting to look like curled paper. Alright, we're going to do it again. Oh, my Kindle is running out of battery. There we go. That last one's good. Oh, no, it's not. It's telling me I'm in full screen mode, and that's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Not sure how much I would use it. I think I'm going to like this one better when it's shaded. That's it. Yep. Yeah, this one looks 10 times better when it's shaded. Okay, and then the step out, it just looks like they're all descending down into one single vanishing point. I'll play with this one. I'm going to leave this one out and do it in my beast tonight. I don't think I'm going to put it on that though. can't believe how many patterns there are, for real. String rose is kind of interesting. I don't think I would ever use it, though. And that's, you know, kind of what determines whether or not I'll keep it, is will I actually use it. Now, something like this, I find that very interesting. Would I ever really use it? I don't know if I would or not. But it's very similar to this one, you know, where it looks like folds of something. Yeah, I think it looks really cool too. And I like this one for the same reason. It looks like folds of something. I like Aeronaut. I probably will never use it in a design, but I do like it. That's M2. I like it. And some of them I just think I would never draw that. All right, CB, give me this one. I like this. It's very plain, but something about it is very appealing. Here's another one, much like you were, that Zensplosion fold, Monique, only it's in color. I'm not a fan of color necessarily. I tried to do one last night in blue. Yeah, after I got it done, I was like, I don't particularly care for that. Some people though are so good at this. Oh man. But I guess it's like anything else. You just gotta practice it until you get better. There's another one. So I guess it doesn't matter how many curlicues you use. That's just going to show how tightly your roll was rolled up, right? All right, I'm actually looking for something to do in the background of the brown drawing now. Because I'm going to have to tie all these elements together at some point, right? I might go ahead and draw that last one that CB showed me, or had me do again. My ink is probably all drying. All right, if you have a design you want me to draw, speak up or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, I think I'm going to go ahead and draw another one of these. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I will. I'm going out this way. What the heck, might as well, huh? If my pen is going to want to write. I'm going to try and do it the correct way, CB. Using the same starting point. Hollabaugh spaced out. Yeah, I like Hollabaugh a lot. That's one of my very favorite designs, actually. I'm trying to get it where you guys can see, but I can also see because I need to see. This pen is really draggy. Probably need some different ink out because it's been sitting out there drying. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish it like I did this one. You're aggravating me, pen, right now. Thinking before I jump right in. Yeah, those look cool. It's easier the second or third time you do it. And of course, this one looks way different because I drew the line all the way back to the beginning, like like CB told me to. Hi, Jan. Thank you. Watching, but not the Tango Police. You are the Tango Police. Oh, have I got a new stream time now? Oh my goodness. All right, let's look up. I may not want to do Hollabaugh yet, CB, though, because I might want to do another design before I start doing that whole background. You know, like in here. Of course, that would look, I need something more weighty down here, though, too. Let me go ahead and shade that. I'll put that in there. And I probably should wait until that ink dries a little bit, frankly. I think I will. Just thinking what else I want to draw. If I have a new one. All right, I got this list. Let's pick one of CBs that she drew and see if I could draw it. I'm choosing Flattery. CB. Oops. Wrong button. Is Flattery the one that looks like a ladybug? It takes it a minute for this stupid thing to focus. Looks kind of like a, you can make it look like a leaf or a ladybug. It kind of reminds me of that one where two bugs humping, you know? Yeah, this is, I'm not going to draw that one on here. So that one is cool as an individual design, though. This one's cool. I don't think I've ever drawn this one. It's called Moxie. Yeah, there's Specto. That's that one that I drew last night. I love that. They've got a koi fish one. All right, y'all better start talking. Telling me what to do. This one, all the circles on this, I like that. Excuse me, a lot. I like that design too. Just the curvies that they filled in, like that, like it a lot. I may have to go into my own stash and go back to my original patterns that I am familiar and comfortable and love so much. Now this one I love a lot. I guess I could draw some of those. They would be good over here. But they're just individual, and see, that's the thing I think, what the hell? I want to draw it because I like it. I yike it. I yike it a yacht. All right, have I been on like over 3 hours now? Oh my gosh. I think it's called Koi Fish button. I think it was. Just look up Koi Fish. It might have been COY rather than KOI. But yeah, it looked just like a koi fish. I bet if you put that in there, but do koi COY. Yeah, this ink is getting real thick, so it's drying on me. You know what? I don't know if I have a card for this one yet or not. I think I'll make one just so because I don't trust my memory, quite frankly, which you guys shouldn't be surprised about. Because I do like this one. I think it's really pretty. And I've drawn this one before, but I don't think I ever made a card. Keep going, please. Okay. I'll go for a little while longer. Draw yourself a circle. Draw yourself a circle. And do some leaf shapes curling around it. That's easy enough, hey? You guys, I don't know, is it Luke Bryan, that country western singer? I watched a video of him this morning singing with a little 5-year-old girl, and I don't know what made me think of that right in the middle of all this, but I swear that was the cutest thing I have seen in the longest time. Something about the lights. But she knew all the words, man. She was just up on stage singing along with him. Oh my God, it was adorable. And then this just shows that you keep adding on to it. So it's really, really simple. Really simple. I'll hold it up in just a second. I know it's hard for you guys to see. Because you could keep adding on to that forever and ever and ever. Amen. Maybe I will go ahead and do that down there and just keep adding on to it. And then she did cross hatching in the center, which you can do or you don't have to. But anyway, if you want to get just the cutest little thing, Google, I think it was Luke Bryan, sings with 5-year-old. Oh my gosh. Hi, Allie. You saw that? It's so adorable. I would go nutter. Nuttier than I am doing Zentangles. Yeah, well, I like to egg on the whole process, Eileen. I'm not satisfied being just nutty. I want to be really nutty. Go ahead and clean my pen again. Thanks, Mindy. Hi, Linda. She did steal the show. She absolutely did, Allie. But you think a little 5-year-old, that's just, yeah. And it didn't bother her even one little bit getting up on that stage. And all those people out there didn't bother her even a little bit. I was so shy as a youngster, I'm pretty sure. Well, I probably wouldn't even have been in the audience. I'm just putting some more ink out because my ink's been sitting here long enough that it's getting a little bit thick for the glass pen. If I was using a dip pen, probably wouldn't matter. But for the glass pen, it matters. And I don't put much out because I don't want to waste it because I know it's sitting here getting thick. Okay, we're going to draw that one right here on the paper. This one helps if you can turn the page as you go. Come on, pen. Work with me here. They don't have to be all uniform. CB's not going to come to your house and smack you upside the head unless I beg her to. Oh, come on, pen. I think I have a dry spot on this pen. I may have to go wash it with soap. Yep. Alright, I'll just use one side. Oops. I'm sorry if I get off camera, you guys. I got too much stuff here. So yeah, CB's on retainer now. Yeah, she should be. Which Luke Bryan did you see? The one where she dances along, or where they sit and sing. Is there another one where she dances? Oh, if there's another one, I will go out and search. The one I'm drawing right now, Monique, is called Cirque. Cirque. And I just found it while I was looking for something else, I guess. I had to wash that pen. There's one side of it that was sticking. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Yeah, I think the pen needs a good cleaning. If you're using a dip pen and it starts dragging and wanting to skip, just stop what you're doing. Go wash your pen or your nib. You'll like yourself a whole lot better for having done it. I promise you. And I'm just going around in a circle, keep adding more to fill in this space down here. And the areas where there's not a little leaf or whatever, I'll just fill in with black. Give it a little bit more dimension. And then at some point, I will leave some blank around the edges to do whatever background design I come up with. But I kind of like CB's idea of Hollabaugh because it is a cool design. See, and I don't know if that's typical of Luke Bryan, what he calls, kids up on the stage or something. I don't know if it's the same little girl or not either, but oh my gosh, that was so cute this morning. Stuff like that just makes me happy. Happy, happy, happy. And she's too young. She would never remember it in a million years, but now because of internet and electronics, that little girl can watch it over and over. It'll be like she does have the memory of it happening, so that's cool. The pen is acting like it wants to be washed. There we go. So did Ann stream last night? I didn't even know. I laid down on the couch yesterday afternoon. I didn't sleep, but I did lay down. And Robert finally came home. He was like, "Are we going to eat tonight?" So I didn't get to Angie's stream. I like this one. I could do a whole page of this one, I think. Oh, your rent's going up. Oh, no, Ange. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? All the time. By the time our legislators get done with us in Oklahoma, nobody's going to be able to afford to live in Oklahoma. They're raising taxes on everything. All right. I like that. I'm probably done with that. I'm just wondering if I want to go ahead and add add more, do the background. I think I'm about ready to do the background. I like this one so much, though. I kind of wanted to include it, but I'm just not sure where it would look really good, or if it would at all. Oh, you didn't, I didn't miss anything. You whined the whole time. Oh, you were hurting. Well, Bailey again. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're feeling so much better today, Ange. I really am. All right, I'm just going back here and looking up to see if there's anything else I want to do. That's not a good one. How about, though, if I do it with the blacked out background? It's very dark. Not sure if I want to do that. Just looking, you guys. Here's a really cool design. I don't think I've ever done it before, but if any of you are drawn along with me, that is a really cool, fun design, and you can use it a lot of ways, especially in your journals and stuff. Very similar to this one called Guirlande, I guess, or Guirland, I don't know. But I'll just draw it real quick because I love it, and I've used it a lot of times. Draw just random circles. And I usually, when I do this, I leave a highlight in mine so I don't have to go back and add it in later, but you can always go back and add it in later. Okay. And then draw between the two. And it shows that you drawing from one edge to the same edge on the balls, right? I'll go ahead and add another one over here. The balls, the circles, the whatever. Eileen is going to have me where I'm afraid to say too much any words. I can't say hump, I can't say balls, I can't say blowing. What the hell? Pretty soon I'm going to have no vocabulary left. And then it shows Ara-ing in the center. Actually, this pen likes this paper that I'm drawing on, and it is a nice cardstock. I don't know what kind. It was just a scrap sitting here. But this pen is actually behaving a lot nicer on this paper than it is on that toned tan. I promise you that. All right. I have not heard from Patty. I was wondering that this morning, though. And then on the side where you've connected the ball to the, or the circle to the connector, I'll call it, draw some leaf shapes. This one's going to be hard. I'm going to do it on this side. So anyway, that one can be a really, really fun design. Of course, it's always going to look better after you shade it, so that's the one thing. If you're going to Zentangle, don't forget to add the shading. You're going to be so much happier with yourself if you do. Yeah, now this ink is really flowing good on this paper. I like it a lot. Allie, I don't want to be a bad influence on you, but I did it to my kids and they turned out okay. Her right hand is still dead. What the heck, Jan? I know she. Well, I don't want to say it on recording, so would somebody tell me what's going on? I mean, I know she's in the hospital with some nerve issues, but I hadn't heard that. She's having no sensation in her hands? For an artist, that is frightening. It would be for me. I've never connected them before, so I just thought I would connect them and see. Geez, you guys, that makes me think. Just, God, be thankful for every day. You never know what tomorrow will hold, right? Okay. Excuse the silence. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to take a minute to read the chat so they tell me what's going on. Oh, that is good. Degeneration of vertebrae. Oh my gosh. Well, Patty, I don't expect that you'll ever watch this, but if you do, know that I'm praying for you and just trust that the doctors nowadays have so much in their arsenal that they've never had before. So, but I will definitely be praying for you. So much of that neuro stuff is scary. Um, it's kind of like what happened with my niece. Oh, and somebody asked me the other day about her, an update on her. Um, she started getting some symptoms back, so she's back visiting doctors again, which I hate, but they don't think the pills are working as well as the infusions were, so I don't know. There's so much going on. All right, I was just doodling. Kind of like a pinched nerve, yeah. But the degeneration, yeah, that's scary. Yeah, your mind is dirty anyway, whatever. I don't believe that. But yeah, I will definitely um, be praying for Patty. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible. All right. Um, I'm running out of ideas here, you guys. Running out of ideas. I don't even know what background I'm going to do um, outside of, oh, doggone it. Outside of the design I'm doing. Probably I'm going to try and incorporate some black and white, you know, because I've got that a couple different places. So I'll probably try and do that. I think I am going to. I'll do it right now while we're here because I've been thinking I wanted to do this anyway. And I think I need to because it needs some, this is almost too light because I've got the dark here and here. I think I'm going to add some dark in here. Yeah, this pen has definitely needs a bath. I will be bathing my pen here in a minute. And I'm only adding this black, or the brown, the solid color anyway, just for a little bit of balance. I felt like this was just not balanced at all. And you can't tell sometimes until you get further down the road how something feels. My eyeball wasn't wanting to focus. I'm not doing all of these center parts. I'm just doing enough that it adds some weight. All right, yeah, that's feeling a lot better now. Debbie's going to stream at 8 p.m. and then I think Jennifer will stream. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to call it a day here shortly because I'm going to run up and take a shower. I haven't showered yet today, so I'm sitting here all stinky. So I need to shower and then I'm not sure what. But yeah, I'm about ready to call it a day. Because I was thinking as soon as Carol stopped this morning, I thought, well, when Carol's done, I'll run up and take a shower. Well, you can see how that went. Here I am 4 hours later. Pull out the cheat sheet backgrounds, the random pattern ones. Okay, I can do that. This pen is starting to annoy me, and I'm beginning to suspect that it's not as much the pen as it is the paper, because when I got the pen on this paper, problem solved, only now it is dry. It truly is drying. I might do Groovy. I like that one because it's kind of a medium weight. I might do that. I'm going to write myself a note. I'm not going to do any more today because the pen is starting to annoy me. And So you guys can go binge watch something on Netflix or Amazon, because that may be what I'm going to do. I won't be working on this. I'll wait and finish this on stream. It'll be like a 6-stream show. I didn't really get much done today. Well, I did those 3. But when I start the background, boom, it will get done pronto. So yeah, it's me, Eileen. Smelly, right here. Smelly. But these are all kind of random, so I'm not sure that I want to put anything that needs a grid pattern or anything like that on it. And I've got a big mess here to clean up now. So if you came in late, at the beginning of the stream, I inked Pepe Le Pew and did the lettering for Pepe. I've got to photograph him and get him up on Twitter. And yeah, just put all this junk away. So thanks for coming, and we'll do it again soon. Go have some fun, do something arty. That's probably what I'm going to do. Who's next streamer? See, that's just it. On Saturdays, it's kind of a volunteer thing. I don't know that, well, Carol may be on the regular schedule, but I don't think there's a regular schedule on weekends. We've lost some of our regular streamers. So, thanks for coming, you guys, and I'll catch you later. All right, I'm going to